shocked. I'm like, oh my God, this is all over TikTok. This is what we're talking about. But it's so funny. I just found out that Jerry Springer died. My fragile little fucking ego will just fall apart. So I get so nervous. Welcome to my first video podcast of The Sam D Show. That name is still disgusting. And if you have a better idea, can you please let me know? Because really, it's fucking gross. It's gross. It's got to go. Let's talk about where I'm taking this podcast really quick. In general, overall, when I started my channel, I knew I wanted to do commentary, but do a really big overall commentary and start with the anti-MLM stuff. So, because I really do, I love anti-MLM. I believe that the business structure is a mess. I was stuck in for, so that was the first order of business. But I know that I'm going to evolve. MLMs eventually are going to be gone. And I'm going to want to still continue my channel. I love YouTube. I've been obsessed with it for many, many years. I even started my business around YouTube. I'm a YouTube strategist. So with that, I was like, well, YouTube came out with this new podcast tab and they're going to be expanding it to YouTube Music and everything over the next year or so. So I decided let's start talking about different things on the podcast. And then if people want to watch it, they can watch it. And if not, no big deal. And it's more I wanted to do something more raw, unedited, and just talking ish. Because I love to talk to ish. We know that. That's what my channel is based on. So I was like, that would be fun. And I'm planning to make it more just chill. My purple lights are on. I don't have a ring light on. No makeup. Just raw, not edited. Of course, if there's long pauses or parts that are just blatantly obnoxious, I'm going to cut those out for your sake, but nothing like my regularly planned videos. So I'm really, really excited for this. I've only put 2 up, but it's my lowest viewed videos. So it is what it is, but I'm having fun with doing all of the things. So I figured I'll continue to tie it in. So let me know how you're feeling about this so far. First of all, I already recorded this and I hated it. So I'm re-recording it. Second of all, I just found out that Jerry Springer died. I'm a millennial. I know. We have a bad rap, but we've been through shit. And to get us through some shit, Jerry Springer was always in there. And so was Morphe. So, and then Jenny Jones and Ricky Lake and all of them. So I remember when I was a kid, I would try and fake sick so I can stay home and watch Jerry Springer and Morphe all day. Because, of course, they're on in the morning or early afternoon when you're in school. So I remember doing that. So when I found out today that Jerry Springer died, I was like, no fucking way. I'm so sad. So sad. Which, speaking of, I have to quickly finish this reel I started in memory of him because that's how my brain works. I have to make things when people are hurt or any kind of inspiration strikes. I need to make something. Something needs to be made. I don't know if it's a cake or a video, but something's getting made. I have to find a background and I made this, well, by the time you hear this, this short will be up on my channel, but I made a montage of Jerry Springer. Truly, I'm an asshole. That's it. That's the only way to put it. And so I made this montage and I'm specifically looking for the show set with nobody in it. So it can look like the video is in the audience or on the show, if that makes sense. Well, I should do lives, but let me tell you, I'm very nervous to do lives. Lives freak me the fuck out. I can handle all the shit that I get when I post stuff. I get some mean comments. And so I can handle that because I can control when I look at them. You know what I mean? But if I'm on a live and they're live bashing me, my fragile little fucking ego will just fall apart. So I get so nervous to do lives. They're coming. Let me know how you feel about lives. That's kind of what this vibe will be, though. It's a live, but not live. We're just hanging out. And you could comment live time, and I'll probably comment back live time because that's just how I am. I like to talk to people. Oh, I wanted to show you guys. So my husband had this soundboard thing and he has no use for it. So now I'm trying to figure out how to use it, but there's so many buttons and I'm like overwhelmed by the buttons. I don't know if it's easy to use. There's 2 different plugs that I have to plug in. Why does everything have to be so goddamn complicated? So yesterday, when I had originally recorded this, I was talking about Cakegate. So if you haven't heard of Cakegate, it is this TikTok rivalry, battle, fight, argument, I don't know, disturbance. There is a disturbance on TikTok surrounding this woman who owns a cake shop. She also teaches other people how to decorate cakes. So apparently this woman had ordered a birthday cake for her mom from this baker that I believe she had gotten a cake from before. And she got like this rainbow layered cake with sprinkles on it. It looked like a 2-year-old made it. It was a complete disaster. Even like the layers of the cake didn't look nice. It was a mess. So there's a bunch of TikToks that they made like back and forth. And I wanted to show you. And the whole reason that I heard of this was because I watch their podcast, but they're a video podcast. And so I watch Do We Know Them? And if you don't watch or listen to them, you should totally go and check them out. I will link their YouTube channel below. But they brought it up on their episode this week and I was just shocked. I'm like, oh my God, this is all over TikTok. This is what we're talking about, but it's so funny. I'll link their video all about everything. I'm just going to talk about it a little bit, but they went way into detail about the messages and it's hilarious. So the music in the background is the Titanic flute sound. So I can't play it on my channel, but it's hilarious to like see this all play out to that sound. It does have captions though, so I'll kind of just read them along while we go through the TikTok. She reposted the girl's TikTok that made a TikTok about her. So originally the baker made a TikTok and she was talking about how she had the worst experience with a client and that was the first time. So she stitched her TikTok of her making the cake and then showed what she actually got. And it's out of control. On the frame, it says, "What an idiot. I didn't want to ruin her business. Tried to squash the beef and she said no. She wants to be TikTok famous. Not a bad idea, but I can actually make decent content." And then it shows the message exchange after she received the cake. And I can't read the top of it because she has the question box covering it. She says, "I'm not sure about the issue with the cake, but this is what all of our standard rainbow cakes look like. I'm not sure where the confusion was." And also decorated the same as the slices that your mom purchased. Our standard 3-layer cakes, 8 inches, are $55.99. So yes, adding 6 layers of rainbow cake is $75.99. If you wanted it decorated a specific way than how we do them here, that's something that would have to be discussed. First of all, can we reread before we send something? And she says, "Look at it. That's the problem." Okay. And then it still goes on and this girl sending her these long ass messages. She said something about it's rude. Dang it. I can't see the top, but something about it's rude. The price and time that I do the work for doesn't change just because it's not what you thought it should be. This is the standard price I charge for this style of signature rainbow cake. I've never decorated the rainbow cakes or advertised them to look any other way than what you received. The white buttercream was purposefully placed on top to add the happy birthday trilby that you requested to be on it. Thanks and have a fantastic day. Yeah, that buttercream was purposely plopped on top. Like when you hear the word dollop, that is what I envision a dollop to look like. So you put a dollop, a big ass dollop of buttercream frosting so that you can have your 2-year-old write happy birthday Trilby. It's wild that this cake looks like this, and she's okay with charging $75. And wait until you see her video, because I mean, I've paid less money for higher quality cakes, I'll just say. So then the customer says, yeah, because I had to have a cake today for our celebration. I'm not even going to read the rest, but you've lost a very good customer. But I will leave this here for you if you think I'm just being difficult. And so I guess she posted a picture on Facebook, and everybody was saying, like, I would never pay more than $30 and things like that. Oh, here's the rest. It says, maybe $30 max. Please tell me you did not pay $90 for that. Oh my God, that's ridiculous. Wow, I hope you didn't pay $90 for that. I don't think I'll pay $9 for that. I mean, I agree. I could make a better looking cake than that. So Kylie, the girl from the cake shop, she says, a disrespectful person is no good customer of mine. Have a great day, ma'am. The customer says, it's not disrespectful to expect quality. It's disrespectful to serve your reliable customers something like this. Good luck. You're going to need it. The cake decorator says, you keep saying that, but it's literally the same exact rainbow cake I serve everyone. Do you think your one sour attitude towards my cake will shake my business? Absolutely not, ma'am. Have you never worked in customer service before? Here is what the cake decorator baker, this is her post.
Today I had one of the worst client experiences I've ever had since opening the storefront. This customer reached out to us via our Facebook page and wanted to order one of our 6-layer signature rainbow cakes. I started doing these even as a home baker, so I've been making them for a really long time. And we have a signature style to them. They always come with the 6 rainbow layers and then the vanilla buttercream and then covered with rainbow sprinkles. She went with the 8-inch cake that serves 18 guests, and that is $75.99. The one in the video is actually a 6-inch, and they are $65.99. Upon arrival, she seemed to be really surprised that the cake was covered in sprinkles. We explained to her that all of our signature rainbow cakes are decorated this way and covered in sprinkles. And if you want a saying, we just add it to the top of the cake with a layer of vanilla buttercream and black buttercream for writing. She then got super defensive and very rude about the price of the cake, although this is exactly how we decorate all of our rainbow cakes. She even bashed us and put us on her Facebook page. Also a reminder that we don't individually place each sprinkle onto the cake, so they may look slightly different in pictures.
Okay, so like I said, that cake did not look good. I mean, it looked pretty dry. And I've seen better. And also, can we talk about the way she put the sprinkles on the fucking cake? They talked about this on Do We Know Them? Where, like, usually if you're watching the bakers that are on TikTok and making videos while they're baking their cakes, they will take... First of all, they'll have gloves on. So they'll take the sprinkles and have them all at the bottom, and they'll work them up. So they kind of, like, lay nicer, and it completely covers the cake, and it looks so good. But this one, she just dumps it. She just takes a bowl of sprinkles, dumps it right on top, and rubs it in with her bare hands. I mean, come on now. I need answers. I have answers. I have questions that I need the answers to. So then she made her own cake, and it looks so much better than the $90 cake she bought. And she used a copyrighted sound, so I can't put the music on here, but here is what the cake looked like. I mean, really, like, I'm about to drive over there, wherever she lives, and get a cake for me. Her cakes look so much better. And now, this is where my weird, twisted thinking comes in, and I'm like, did they plan this? So that's where my question lies now. I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole because it's still going on. There's still people making TikToks about it. Apparently, like, she sells cake decorating courses, but she posts pictures of, like, the cake they're going to be decorating for the class. And they are not her pictures. They're not her cakes. She's stealing other people's work and trying to pass it off as her own. It is absolutely wild. It's also wild that we as YouTubers are talking about it. It's just like, what a time to be alive. Like I was talking about Jerry Springer when we started this episode, and that's where millennials like got our drama from. We got it for a half an hour a day, once a day or twice a day if you got to watch Maury. And that was it. Other than that, you were on the phone with your friends. Like, I sound so old, but I really was that generation where we had to evolve with everything. So it's so like looking at Gen Z now, it's so wild. Like, it's just like, wow, you guys didn't ever know a world like without iPhones, without smartphones, without smart anything, without computers. How long did I go before we actually even got a big ass huge computer in our house because they were so big and bulky? I'm so old, guys. I don't want to grow up. I think like all the people that we grew up with dying, like DMX and Jerry Springer, and I need to get over it. Like, why am I this sad? Okay, so back to millennials. I've recently been following all of these 90s and 2000s like Instagram accounts, and they're posting like all these nostalgic things like Blockbuster and toys we'd play with. I think I'm having a midlife crisis is the thing. So that's kind of scary. Is this my midlife? Like, am I halfway through my life? Guys. This is escalating so quickly. But anyway, so my my son actually had today, he's in middle school, and he had 2000s Day. So I gave him one of my Blink-182 shirts because it's a men's shirt, but it didn't fit him. So he couldn't wear it. But I was like, you're going to school. Now I know how our parents felt when it was like 80s Day and we would dress as 80s kids. I don't like it. I don't like it. And anybody else with me? Like, am I alone in this? It freaks me out. That's not even what I wanted to talk about today. But that's where it went. That's where we went. I did want to say thank you to anybody who's here watching this. And even if you're not watching this, maybe you'll hear this some other way. But thank you so much for being here. I reached 1,000 subscribers last week and passed the threshold to be monetized. So it's been pretty cool. My whole life I felt like this is so corny. But I just feel like I want you to know where I'm coming from. I like sharing personal stories sometimes and, I don't know, being lame. But I was bullied, and also like, I was always the quiet kid because of that. Because I didn't want to say anything that would make somebody not like me or talk badly about me. So I would sit in like the corner of the classroom and nobody would know I was there. Even in high school, like, people didn't know me as Sam. They knew me as either water girl because I always had a bottle of water, or gum girl because I always had a pack of gum and everybody would come and get me for some gum. So I just thought like I never had anything to say that anybody would want to listen to. So it's been pretty cool to see that people are listening and people are enjoying my content and what I'm creating. Like, I'm a creative, but I also have a lot of shit to say and a lot of shit to talk. So it's really cool just to see that people, I don't know, people get me. That's so lame. I think we should go now. I'm going to go wash my face because I feel dirty after saying that. Seriously, though, thank you so much for being here. I will see you tomorrow. I have another video coming out, so I'll see you there.